We can't stay in this car park all day, so...
No, we can't, no.
I don't know where we're going to find parking.
We drove past a woman with a needle sticking out of her leg, and we burned the van.
Well, the nightmare continues.
We're Cheska and Ben, and we're currently driving our camper van Sophia across the Americas and down to Argentina. We've recently arrived in the USA, and this week we try and tackle van life in our first major American city, Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome to episode 11.
Good morning.
It is a grey and misty morning in Salem, Massachusetts. We're a few days away from Halloween. I'm sure this town needs no introduction. Home to the famous witch trials of the 1600s. It's synonymous with witches, magic and all things kind of spooky.
And it's the filming location for Hocus Pocus.
It is indeed.
And Hocus Pocus 2,
Yes.
which you've not watched yet.
No, but we need to watch that.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're in Salem. So we're here nice and early, managed to find a free spot on Salem Common. Normally you don't want to go out in the grey misty weather, but for here, it couldn't be more perfect.
Some of these houses look absolutely amazing, all spooked up for Halloween. Oh wow.
So Salem is very much a modern town, but you can just like turn down these little side streets and it is literally just like being on a film set, especially in this like misty weather. So cool. How cool is that house? The Pickering house. Some of the houses here look really old, really atmospheric. A lot of them have plaques on them that tell you when they were built and they're like famous historical figures who've lived there. When witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, "'Tis near Halloween." Look at this dude.
It's really cool. In the spirit of Halloween, everybody's dressed up like little witch hats on, and their face painted.
Yeah, there's people in costumes.
It's like people are literally in costume. We're outside Alison's house, which was in Hocus Pocus.
This is the Witch House, one of the only buildings left standing with direct links to the witch trials of 1692. I wasn't allowed to film in there, but I could take photos and you have to see this. This house belonged to Judge Corwin, one of the judges who cross-examined those accused of witchcraft. It's now a museum laid out like it would have been in the 1600s, with original artefacts and replica documentation of the witch trials themselves. It was a rare glimpse of authenticity in a rather commercialised Halloween town. We've just come out of the witch house. It's the only house that's got a direct link to the original Salem witch trials. It was so cool in there. I couldn't film, could take photos but weren't allowed to film. It felt so old in there, didn't it?
It did.
A lot of all the furniture and all the little bits and bobs they had in there were original.
From the 1600s, from 1640.
Including like weird little things that were made to like deter witches and keep evil spirits at bay. It was all very spooky and very, very cool in there. We are just going to go and see the dogs.
Yep, they've been napping in the van. Because we're parked right next to the common, we took them out for a good hour's run and everything today.
We've had a good walk this morning, but yeah, we're going to go and check on them.
They'll be crashed out now, so they deserve another run around now. Okay, come on. Come here. Come here.
Okay. Sandwiches?
Thank you very much, baby. Just good for the lobster bisque.
No.
No? Lobster? No, oh no, you got, oh.
Broccoli sweet.
Oh, broccoli, someone kissing you first. There you go.
Thank you. The rain has joined us, hasn't it, this afternoon?
It's been threatening all day.
Right, that's it. Lunch done, dogs walked. Right, it's starting to get really busy now. I think all the tour buses are starting to come in.
Yeah.
A woman we spoke to said last week there was 100,000 people here.
It's amazing, isn't it?
100,000, that's like a festival.
We just tried to get into a cemetery. You need a reservation to get in the cemetery. Yeah,
It's
so
pretty packed, isn't
it is very busy and very gimmicky. It's
starting to feel like real life Hocus Pocus, you know, when everyone's dressing up for Halloween and it's dark and you're in Salem.
Yeah, everybody's out.
So many people are in costume. All the bars are starting to open and yeah, it's starting to feel like we're actually on the set of Hocus Pocus. I guess technically we are.
Oh, you buy a Ouija board.
Would you do a Ouija board in the van?
Yeah, of course, but I know the history of it, so I know that it was originally created as a game. So
would you still want to do it?
Yeah, of course I would.
There's no way I want to do it.
And then we burn the van.
Okay, well, that was Salem at Halloween. It ticks off the bucket list. This place reminds me of In A Nightmare Before Christmas, the town of Halloween, where everything just revolves around Halloween, and on November the 1st, they'll be like, right, 364 days till next Halloween. It is a crazy place, and gotta be honest, it might be a little bit gimmicky in places, as you probably would expect, especially with the Hocus Pocus film and stuff, but it's amazing to experience it all. A town that is just celebrates Halloween, the house decorations. That was one of my favourite parts.
Yeah, just how everything's dressed up.
Walking around the houses and the back streets, the houses were beautiful and they're so amazingly decorated. All of the trees look autumnal, and it was really misty this morning, so it was really kind of had a really good atmosphere. Definitely recommend it, and if you can, try and get here in October. It is called the Witching Month. There's all sorts going on throughout the whole month of October, and because it is so busy, parking here overnight during October can be a little bit tricky, so we need to go to the shops anyway to get some food.
Yeah,
so I think we're going to head out of Salem for tonight. But yeah, I think park up tonight is just what, 10-minute drive away?
10-minute drive
away. We're still
away.
technically in Salem, we're just not in the centre of town, so.
Plus we need to pick up a few bits anyway, don't we?
Yeah, I'm so hungry. What I was going to say is we did consider staying there overnight and then after dark, like wandering around the cemeteries and stuff, just because it would be cool and spooky, but they all close at dusk, don't they?
Yeah, closed cemeteries, and it's
I think it's just
fine.
$50 fine, and I think it's to stop people doing exactly that. I bet there are some people who try and do some weird shit in the graveyards in Salem. So yeah, we can't do that, unfortunately. So we're in a new state, we're in Massachusetts.
We're in Massachusetts. I think everybody lives in Salem. It's that busy. We haven't seen this much traffic since we've been here. It's crazy.
What are the roads like to drive?
So far, I think 70% don't use their indicators. 80% will like pull out in front of you. Maine, New Hampshire and Vermont, it was just everyone's like kind of relaxed, whereas Massachusetts, people seem to be in a hurry to get places. Look, see, like races up to the fucking light and then slams his brakes on. Au revoir. Right, I'm off to the gym. I'll leave you guys behind. I've signed up for Planet Fitness.
Have fun.
I will do. There's a little bit of... Right. Be cold. Bye.
Bye. Quick.
Oh, do you know, it was just so busy.
Didn't have a chance to pour my wine. I was having a nice evening. Look, I've got wine, pasta,
I'm back.
apple fritters. I was having the time of my life. Been gate crashed.
Oh, we're having a rabbit over for dinner.
Original.
What a miserable day it is today. We were lucky we went to Salem yesterday. We are moving on, we are heading to Boston, and the weather's pretty much exactly the same. Dressed up for city?
Yes, I've got my smartest city clothes on for once, rather than my big comfy clothes. Salem is only about 35 minutes from Boston. Obviously we can't drive past Boston without going there, so we're going to try and head into Boston today. We have no idea where we can really park. We've not really been able to find many places online.
Massachusetts 3 North near Boston. You are on the fastest route.
Well, there's traffic on the way. There, we have no idea where we're going to park, if we can park where we want to, and if the rain is going to clear. But we're going to head in anyway.
And fingers crossed.
And just fingers crossed it all works out. We can't stay in this car park all day, so...
No, we can't, no.
Whoa, look at that. You can't even see the top of the skyscrapers. It's that foggy and
That's
they're that
amazing.
high. Wow. Okay, so we've made it into the centre of Boston. Traffic is pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure where we're gonna park. There are a lot of parking lots in Boston, but they're all multi-storey garages, which obviously doesn't work for us because we're so tall. So yeah, we're heading down to the area around near Boston Common that we want to start, and just hoping we can find some street parking around there.
It's the first taste for us of a big American city.
Yeah, it really is, yeah, our first big American city. So that's Massachusetts State House. I don't know where we're going to find parking.
Can I turn right on red?
It says no turn on red
Yeah,
here.
but that's for people going that way. Not going to be able to park here.
No, everything's residence, isn't it, only? Till 7 AM. I want your best behaviour, no chasing squirrels, no chasing other dogs, okay? I want your best city behaviour, please. First stop is the public gardens. What's really nice is that you can bring your dogs here. A lot of cities, they're like really nice gardens, don't allow dogs. But here, both Boston Common and the public gardens allow dogs, so.
Perfect. Really?
Guys, we said no chasing squirrels. There's so many squirrels in this park. What is it?
That's why Cheers was filmed.
Oh, what?
Cheers was filmed. Oh, we just happened to stumble across it. I never knew that. Oh,
Oh, but I've never seen it.
what? Oh, where everybody knows your name?
Pretty sure this is the Beacon Hill neighbourhood, which is known for its beautiful architecture, old buildings, all the famous like red brick. It's got that kind of like really cool industrial vibe to it. It's gorgeous.
It's all buildings I could live in.
Yeah,
Very,
easily.
very nice.
We've got a few spare million hanging around.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at it on there. Look at that. I love all the street lights and lanterns, like old school lanterns.
It reminds me of London. You know, so you got the old buildings and everything, and then like the Thames in the middle, and you've got the river
Yeah, but
here.
like so much prettier. Do you not think?
No, London's still prettier for me, I think.
No.
But it does have like a London feel.
River's trying to herd the geese, trying to herd the squirrels, trying to herd the ducks.
Look at that.
Look. Why did we say it had stopped raining?
We're messing around there, Scout, look there.
Right, so we're just trying to figure out where is best to go and park now, what we want to do. Basically, the rain has come in again and it's pouring down with rain. We don't really want to go and pay for a parking lot to then just end up sitting in the van there.
We'll drive out of Boston,
Yeah,
just on the outside, park up at like a Target or Walmart or something for the night.
yeah.
We need to get food anyway and water. And then tomorrow, the weather is looking good, cloud and sunny.
Yeah,
so
it's really nice tomorrow. I head out tonight and then head back in again tomorrow.
yeah, so Walmart slash Target slash
Yeah.
somewhere. But first of all, I am so
Oh yeah, we've not
hungry.
had any lunch either, shit.
My
Okay, let's get going.
My stomach is eating itself.
Let's
like
get
a
going.
thing.
Let's get going. We're also finding that not all Walmarts and Targets accept overnight parking, especially in the busier areas. We found one that's 3 miles away. It's a 26-minute drive to go 3 miles. Such a shame it's just a 2-hour parking limit on here,
I know, yeah.
because it's pretty perfect. I just want to say what an amazing job Ben is doing driving. He's always amazing at city driving, but it's been a while since we've been in like traffic like this, and you're just taking it to it like a duck to water. But yeah, the driving here is slightly chaotic.
Like everybody's bumper to bumper and like, where's he going? People are cutting through red lights. It is just absolutely crazy. And no signs banning overnight parking, which is great. However, as we're driving in, this area is obviously a place where there's a lot of homeless people, obviously a lot of drug addicts and things like that, and they're all dotted around the car parks and just outside. And if I'm honest, we wouldn't feel comfortable, potentially safe, just staying in this car park.
You need to walk the dogs in.
We need to walk the dogs at night and things. We drove past a woman with a needle sticking out of her leg.
Guy pissing in a bottle.
The guy pissing in the bottle, guy literally looked off his face against the fence. So we won't stay here.
It's really sad to see.
It is really sad to see, and do you know what, we probably would, if we slept here, I'm sure there wouldn't be any problems. But it's just not a risk we're going to take.
No.
So we're going to move on to somewhere else.
Then you will arrive at your destination.
Well, the nightmare continues. This Walmart doesn't allow overnight parking, and I found it on iOverlander, and all the reviews are how much about they enforce it, about how employees came out at 6 o'clock in the morning and kicked everybody out. There's like triple signs up everywhere, so this is a massive no-go. Really struggling to find places nearby, so I think we've got a couple of spots that we're gonna try. see how they work out, and I'll check in with you when we've found somewhere. Wish us luck. Well, we didn't have to leave you for very long because about a mile from that Walmart was this trailhead. And I just googled nearby trailheads and this one came up. Seems okay, there's absolutely no signs to say we can't park here. There's loads of space. It is a very busy car park though. It's going to be interesting tonight. It looks like the kind of car park people might come and hang out, play loud music, all that kind of stuff, but it's not the weekend. So hopefully we should be okay tonight. But yeah, this should do us, and then it's in just a half an hour drive into Boston in the morning. I think we are gonna cook some food, settle in for the night, and we'll catch you guys in the morning after a, hopefully, uneventful sleep. Let's see. We slept surprisingly well in this car park. We thought it was going to be the kind of place that has cars coming and going all night, but it was completely quiet. We slept like babies, and we've woken up to blue skies and sunshine. There's quite a bit of traffic getting into Boston this morning, and it's now saying that parking is limited near where we want to park, so I think we need to get our skates on if we want to go in. I think there's space. It's not like I'm promising.
No.
I think we found somewhere. Look how tight this is. We needed to get a spot that was around the edge so that we can hang our backside over, otherwise we'll be too big for the spaces. So yeah, I managed to snag this spot. We've even got some little Tibetan prayer flags. Right, let's go to Boston. We are now in downtown Boston. We've come to what's called the Rose Kennedy Greenway. It's like a 1.5 mile long park that stretches right through the heart of downtown. It was built when they sank some of the highways beneath the city. So now it's this big park that runs in between the roads, in between the skyscrapers. Look how high I can get. Little refreshment break for everyone. So we didn't find any food trucks, but we've got coffee and tea for Ben, and some amazing cookies. These are rainbow cookies filled with chocolate chip cookie dough filling. Oh my god, they're warm.
Okay, hurry.
Wait. Look at that.
On the best street in Boston, Devonshire Street. I'm from Devon, just in case nobody realises that.
Okay, so we've had a quick outfit change as well because it is so hot in the city today. The dogs are back at the van having an afternoon siesta. We are going to try and figure out how to use the metro system because we need to get across the river. Going.
Oh, there we go. We're going. 1-8 link pass. Thank you for arriving. Okay, Charlie card.
So it was £11 for an all-day pass, which doesn't seem too bad at all. Unlimited travel. We're gonna miss the train.
We have made it to Harvard, and in a life before me, Chess applied for Harvard. You applied for your PhD, but luckily you didn't. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here walking around as tourists.
Exactly.
You more Harvard or Yale?
Probably more Harvard, but my first choice would have been Columbia in New York.
What was your PhD going to be in?
Psychology. Read your mind. So yeah, it's like bustling and busy, everyone's around, it's really cool.
Just gonna head to class, gonna go and do something really educational.
Like, we could be friends if you wanna. We could just talk if you wanna.
Since we came out without our coats on, it's bloody freezing,
Yeah,
and the wind
cold.
has picked up.
I'm gonna cut glass with my nipples. In keeping with the academic theme this afternoon, we're heading to the public library.
Amazing. It's huge, vaulted ceiling. So this public library is supposed to be one of the most beautiful in the world, and it is where I would live out all of my academic dreams. It is amazing. It reminds me a little bit of Hogwarts, don't you think? If you love books or libraries, you have to come here. It's almost like a museum. The inside, the architecture, the building is just so beautiful. Marble stone everywhere. Well, that public library was absolutely incredible. You know, Boston is probably one of my favourite cities that I've ever been to. It has so much character. It's beautiful, it's so photogenic, so much history, and it's just clean. Everyone's really friendly, it's not too crowded. It is such a cool city. I could easily spend more time here. We've just got back to the van. The dogs are all good, just gonna take them out for a quick walk, and then gonna go and grab a bite to eat because we are so hungry.
Ready for date night?
Date night without the kids.
Excellent.
I just bought a new whip. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above. Get the cream on the side. Make you laugh to know it. That's the stuff that I love.
We just come back from a really nice meal. We went out to a Korean restaurant. It was so loud in there though, we couldn't really vlog, but it was really nice to go out with something to eat. But I just wanted to show you this view from the van. The car park is kind of emptied, and we just got the most amazing view over downtown Boston. Look at that. But it's been a long day. Fingers crossed we have a peaceful night here. We shall catch you guys in the morning. Good morning.
Oh.
How did we all sleep?
Terribly. People were still leaving the car park at like 3 o'clock this morning, and then the planes started at about 5:30.
The planes are constant. It's like one after the other.
So I've had very little sleep last night.
I managed to sleep through most of it, so I slept pretty well last night. Just bringing the dogs out for a quick walk. We're up early. We're going to try and leave before the worst of the traffic starts. What a beautiful morning in Boston, hey?
Please drive safely.
So that car park came to $50. That would have included the rest of today as well. So for basically 2 days plus an overnight stay, I don't think that is too bad at all. You're right in the heart of downtown. There's limited parking in Boston anyway, so for $50, I don't think that was too bad for city parking, including overnight. But that is it, the end of van life in Boston. We are now heading south. So please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe as we take this old girl all the way to Argentina. We shall catch you guys next week. Bye!
Bye from a tired Ben.